Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for UNC Wilmington's virtual transfer information session. During this video, you'll hear more about our university, some of the experiences our students have here, and how you can join us if you think we would be a good fit for you as a transfer student. Throughout this video, you'll see some helpful resources linked via QR codes, but for your convenience, those resources will also be linked in the video description. So let's kick things off by talking about location, because we would not be UNCW without the beautiful city of Wilmington. We are located on the coast of North Carolina, about 15 minutes away from Wrightsville Beach. And here on the slide, you'll have some ideas for how to enjoy your time in Wilmington while you visit, but also what our students enjoy getting into as a part of their daily lives. For example, you might enjoy a meal before a concert at the new Riverfront Park Amphitheater downtown. Or you might want to discover why we're known as Hollywood East, thanks to our vibrant arts and film industry. Or perhaps if you're an outdoorsy person, you might want to explore our 15-mile cross-city trail and catch up with friends at a local coffee shop after. Now let's pivot to some university-specific information, starting with some numbers. With around 19,000 students enrolled, we are considered a mid-sized university. Around 15,000 of those are going to be our undergraduate students. And despite this mid-size, we do have a pretty small field thanks to our average undergraduate class size of 27 students and a student-faculty ratio of 17:1. Another fun number for you guys is that we have 1 in 3 of our students having started at another university or college, meaning you are certainly not the only one taking the transfer path to UNCW. One last number for you to consider is our success rate. This was a study done by our Career Center to see how many of our students are either enrolled in a graduate school program or employed full-time within 6 months of graduation. And we found that 87% of our students are, which is great news because that tells us we are helping students find success in their goals after graduation. We attribute a large part of that to academics, right? Because you come to college to earn a degree. And we offer around 60 majors to choose from. If you combine those majors with concentrations within the majors, you get closer to 90 different unique academic programs to focus in. Some of our more popular majors are going to be biology, marine biology, nursing, psychology, and education. And while we're not a direct admit university, as a transfer student, once you're enrolled in classes, as soon as you've met the requirements to declare your major, you can go ahead and do so. In addition to valuable classroom experience, you'll also have ample opportunities for hands-on learning at UNCW. Students are encouraged to participate in these options, such as study abroad, internships, applied learning, and something we want to highlight called the Transfer Research Entry Program, or TREP. This program is designed to connect transfer students with research experiences as soon as setting foot on campus. One of the things that UNCW does best is faculty-mentored undergraduate research, creative scholarship, and community engagement, and we really want to help transfer students get involved. Hands-on learning experiences like these provide opportunity for students to clarify their career interests and post-graduation plans, strengthen skills that employers look for, and create student-mentored relationships, all of which go a long way in helping students reach their goals. While students are hard at work at UNCW, they have access to quite a few different resources to help support them along the way. Here are a few on the screen, but we want to highlight 2 in particular. First, the off-campus student services team is dedicated to providing resources and support for students looking for off-campus housing, and this is especially relevant to transfer students. We also have an Office of Military Affairs, and they exist to support and advocate for military-affiliated students, such as those currently serving, veterans, and their family members. They help them achieve their academic and career goals and learn how to navigate the university while helping faculty and staff understand and serve this important student population. These are just a few of the services that are entirely free for our students to take advantage of while they're here. Now, as we get closer to some admissions information, we do want to bring to your attention some things to keep in mind as you plan to apply, starting with financial aid. If you want to be considered for any need-based aid, you'll first need to file your FAFSA. This is the free application for federal student aid, and you can find it at studentaid.gov. When you fill it out, you'll want to include our UNCW school code here on the screen, or find us in the drop-down of institutions. This is what links your FAFSA to your UNCW application, and our Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid needs to see this in order to give you a need-based aid offer. If you want to be considered for scholarships, we have the University Scholarship application for donor and departmental-based scholarships. That priority deadline is March 1st every year, so we encourage you to apply early so you have the best chance at receiving scholarships. To view a full cost of attendance breakdown, you can scan the QR code here or click the link in the description. But if you want to talk with someone about your specific financial situation, you can connect with your financial aid counselor or Veterans Benefits counselor on the financial aid websites. They also take drop-in meetings and daily Zoom hours for assistance. As you plan to transfer, you'll first want to make sure that you are considered a transfer student at UNCW. These are students who have graduated from high school and either enrolled in college courses for at least one semester, or served in the military for at least 2 years, or are graduating with an Associate's in Arts or an Associate's in Science from an early college, cooperative, innovative high school. If you're coming from a North Carolina community college, we have a couple of resources that are especially relevant to you, starting with our transfer guides. A transfer guide is a document that lays out specific North Carolina community college courses that lead to associate's degree completion, major preparation, and finally to bachelorette completion. Now, each document is created specifically for your intended major at UNCW, so we have quite a few to pick from and encourage you to select whichever one aligns best with your academic goals. Something else to consider as you plan to transfer are going to be our transfer credit policies here on the sidebar. Beginning fall 2024, there are no maximums on credit transfer, meaning you can bring in as many credit hours as you like. However, at least 25% of the minimum semester hours for a degree must be earned at UNCW, and at least 50% of our semester hours must be earned at a 4-year college or university. Generally speaking, only courses with grades of C or higher are transferable, but we encourage you to reach out if you have questions, as some exceptions do apply for grades of C-. One of our most exciting resources for eligible students coming from a participating North Carolina community college is our Pathways Guaranteed Admission program. This program offers a lot of benefits to students transferring in from a participating North Carolina community college. These benefits include guaranteed admission as a transfer student, an $80 transfer application fee waiver, early access to transfer resources, coaching, additional advising, and unique campus visit opportunities, and a one-time scholarship for eligible students who apply by priority deadlines. Now, to read more about the program and confirm whether or not you're coming from a participating community college, you can scan the QR code where it says read more. And if you're ready to enroll, if you are confirmed you're eligible, you're currently enrolled at a partner community college, and you plan to complete a transferable associate's degree, you can scan the other QR code or check the link in the description to fill out the application for the Pathways program. Signing up for Pathways is a significant step in becoming a Seahawk for a lot of our students, and they can expect their transfer success coach to walk alongside them in their journey and path to UNCW. So if you haven't picked up on it yet, transfer students are very important to us at UNC Wilmington. Each fall, we welcome over 1,800 transfer students to our main campus. And if you want to be one of them, you'll first have to apply. To submit the application, you'll go to the UNCW website and find the transfer application. After it's submitted, you can pay the $80 application fee or request a fee waiver through the online form. Once that's done, you'll want to submit your official high school transcript, an official transcript from all post-secondary institutions attended. If you've served in the military, we'll also require your military transcript. When it comes to admission requirements, we ask that you've met the UNC system high school minimum course requirements for high school graduation. However, you are exempt if you are 21 years of age or older, or you've completed 24 transferable credit hours. We recommend that a student has completed or enrolled in at least 24 transferable credit hours with a cumulative college GPA of 2.4 or higher. Deadlines are also very important for transfer students to pay attention to, so we have those on the sidebar here. We admit students all 3 terms, spring, summer, and fall, and encourage students to apply by the priority deadline for best opportunities for scholarships and other resources. Because we review applications on a rolling basis, students typically hear their decision within about 2 to 3 weeks after application completion. And that brings us to our last point, which is to stay connected. As a North Carolina Community College student, you have access to our Transfer Success coaches. If you see the map below, you'll notice that there are different colors which correspond to the different success coaches that work within those regions. So take a look at your county and then connect with your designated Transfer Success coach. You can scan the QR code on the right that will take you to the Meet the Team page of our website, where you can find all of their contact information along with our travel calendar to see when we may be visiting your institution in person. If you want to check out our campus, we encourage you to come for an in-person tour. But if you can't make it, we have an excellent virtual tour available on our website that we encourage you to check out. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us for this virtual information session, and we look forward to staying connected with you throughout your transfer journey.